Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing something a little different this time. I set up a vertical stream and I'm going to see if that bad boy works. It might not work. I don't even know if my internet can pull it. I see that the Twitch is lagging a little bit. Yeah, it's really laggy on Twitch. Let me see. Okay. Let me see the others. All right. The shorts one on YouTube. Sec. It seems really laggy. Okay, maybe if I update the bit rate. Let me try that. See how this does it. I don't even know if it updates like this. Okay, it seems like it was working there for a second, but now that I changed the bit rate, it's like funky again. Strange. Maybe it just needs a second to settle. I mean, it says I'm getting 0 dropped frames, but that's clearly not true. Weird. Let's see. Yeah, it's really laggy. Unfortunately. Doesn't seem to be doing too well. Strange. I guess it doesn't really seem to like the vertical stream. Let me try to stop it. I'm gonna cut out the vertical stream and see if that improves it a little bit. Did it? Is it working better now? Moving my head just to see. Does seem like it's stabled up a little bit. Yeah, made it better everywhere. Okay, that's something that I might have to just mess around with later. Or let me try one more time. I hope I didn't restart it too weird. Okay. No, it did come back on. Okay. What about the rest of them now? This one's working. I genuinely can't tell. It's like weird. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it through the live thing. Maybe if I opened it in a separate tab and took a look at it. I mean, now it looks okay. So is it just dropping sometimes? Okay, but now Twitch looks fucked. Maybe my internet just can't pull it. I genuinely don't know. Hmm. I don't know. It's annoying testing this stuff because it's hard to tell if it's because I'm trying to view it in like different instances or if it's something else. Hmm. It says the stream is healthy on YouTube. And it seems to be working fine most of the time, but it seems like Twitch is kind of like fucked. Maybe I should just forget about it on Twitch. Hmm. Something else I could try is maybe reducing bitrate on everything. Hmm. Because that's set up right. Yeah, I don't know. Let me try check through the actual YouTube thing. Maybe it's just my internet that's struggling to like load it, but it's actually streaming okay. I'm gonna open it and see. Okay, open you. Are you running okay? Hello. I actually didn't realize that the what does it say? This old helmet. Hi there. I actually didn't realize I can't see the chat of that in my OBS. I guess I should probably keep that open then. So that looks fine. So I'll close it there. How's the main stream doing? It seems super laggy. It's confusing. It's saying there's no dropped frames, but it keeps lagging. What if I stop streaming to Twitch? Let me see if that improves it. I'll reduce it on Twitch. Does seem better now. Need to move around a little bit for it to catch me. So I can see the movement. Does seem better. It's like something is fucked with Twitch. Something's not right with the Twitch one. Maybe if I reduce you. Let me try restart Twitch, see if it still looks bad. Moving around. Hello, hello. I hate testing this stuff. It always sucks. Trying to get it to work. It's brutal. Okay, you're going. You're going. Twitch is laggy. It's unstable on Twitch. Okay, now it's unstable here too. I don't know. This is confusing. I don't know why that Twitch does that as well. Maybe it is because I'm trying to watch it. Like I just closed the Twitch tab and now it seems to be working fine everywhere. Maybe if instead of opening it in Stream Manager, I'll try to open it as a separate thing. This is a really boring introduction to a stream. Holy shit. But it's got to be done, you know, I got to make sure that the experience is good. It just sucks that it has to be done. Yeah, it's like as soon as I open up Twitch to look at it, everything else gets fucked. But if I close the tab, then does it work fine? Yeah, it instantly revives. Let me see if I can open it on my phone. Maybe, but that, I mean, if it's the internet that's causing it, then I don't see how that would help much. Just give me a second. I will see if it is an internet problem or the fact that I'm trying to view it on multiple monitors problem. Okay, can't log into Twitch. Fucking great. Fantastic. Love that. Okay, you know what? If people on Twitch complain, which I don't even think many people watch on Twitch, so, you know, I'm just going to forget about it. Hey there, Herminda. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm just going to assume that it's fine unless anybody tells me otherwise. If the stream looks shit, just let me know. I will try my best to fix it. I might end up just icing Twitch if it looks shit. Otherwise, we'll just stick with this. Okay, great. So today, what are we doing today? Today, I thought I'm gonna rework my core offer. So I have a pretty decent offer done, but I want to change it because originally, hold on, let me actually see if I can open up. I really can't open up chat on a different window. It's so like disorienting seeing myself in different screens. Maybe if I move myself down like this, you know what, that actually that helps. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do today is rework my offer. My offer itself is fine, but I need to reword some things because the way that it's currently set up is as a monthly offer, whereas I thought, you know what, I'm gonna move away from that because I can increase the perceived value of the offer by changing it to be a one-time fee instead. Because the way that it's set up, and I'll show you here, you should be able to see it. I really hope that it's like visible enough. Because it seems like on my OBS it might be a little bit hard to read. I tried my best to make it look as good as possible. So as you can see here, so this is my core offer. And the way that I have it set up, and I'll show my website later as well. But the way that I have it set up right now is that it's a monthly thing. So I have everything written that the value for each of the items that I'm selling, each of the packages, is as a monthly thing. So I thought I could improve the way that that looks by making it so that it is a one-time offer. And the reason I think that that will improve it is because instead of me saying, okay, value 10,000 per month, if I'm only selling it for like a one-time fee, which right now is 5,000, that's 4,997, which I can actually, maybe it'd be less confusing if I just pull it up on my website. So here's my website. So the way that I have this set up is that you have the booking system, which is what I'm selling. And then you have 4 bundles that go into that. And I wrote down the perceived value of the bundles. And then the full value is compared to the investment. So originally it was a one-time investment, which means that, no, originally it was a monthly, yeah, I don't know if I said that. It was a monthly investment. So I was comparing the value by month. But what I can do is if I turn it into a monthly offer, I would remove this and I would offer it as an upsell instead. So I'll change this to be a one-time offer, remove this, and then I would be able to create the yearly, the total value compared to a year instead of a month, and that would drastically increase the perceived value of it, which would be awesome. It's like one of those minor changes that when you make, it can make a huge difference. So instead of this saying 21,800 a month, it would say something like 200,000 value a year or something like that. And that seems a lot better, right? Especially because it's a one-time fee. So it's like you pay $5,000, you get 200 whatever thousand a year back. So thought that that was an interesting idea. So I was mostly going to spend today just going through my offer, and refining it and writing new copy for it to make it make sense for the new investment change. So not super exciting, like usual, but business is not an exciting endeavor. So most of it can stay the same. I have to think about the logic of how some of the stuff will work. Because originally, when I was offering it as a monthly service, a lot of the stuff here is written with that in mind. So instead of making it like a full one-time thing, I thought of making it like it's a one-time fee for setup plus 1 month of service. So that way, most of this would still make sense. I would just have to change some of the wording for the value. Yeah. But like I said, not super exciting. Like the other day, we made those Google Maps lead scrapers, and I might dive into that a little bit because I have to scrape 500 more leads today with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and I might run that system. But it's like we finished it in the previous couple of videos, so no point in going back to that. And besides that, I literally all I have left to do is just go through like very small items remaining on my list. I don't have a lot of stuff left to do. So I'm trying to find things to do on stream because I'd like to still showcase some stuff. I want to stream every day where possible. But the thing is, until I start getting replies from emails, which I can't send emails yet because I'm still waiting for some of my accounts to be set up with the warm outreach, then I'm going to start scraping the leads, and then I'm going to start reaching out. Maybe then it'll be a bit more interesting once we start getting people to talk to. I'd be able to... I was thinking of ways to try and stream the calls that I would take with clients that agree to book a call. But I feel like that might be a little challenging because what I don't want to happen is for them to accidentally leak some information about their business, because that would be bad. Because I was thinking originally of having it as like a voice changer, which I thought, maybe that would be fine if we just had it as a voice changer. But there's always the little risk that they say something about like what business they're a part of or something about their business, and I just don't really want to risk that. So I think the way that that's going to work is I'll probably mute the audio from their side and you'd only listen to my side. Maybe I would be... never mind. Scrap what I was about to say. But yeah, I think the way that it'll probably work is I will set it up on... I will set it up so that you can only hear me, and I will record the audio off stream to my computer. And then once that's done, I'll be able to upload a video where I'll be able to actually censor any information that's not supposed to be there and upload that. So, not sure if that would be good. Don't know how that's going to work. It's still a little bit of a ways away. We need to wait for the emails of our outreach system to warm up so I can start sending a lot of messages. Once that's fully done, I should be able to send about 1,000 messages a week, which would be awesome. Pretty high likelihood of some people agreeing to book some calls with 1,000 messages a day, especially because the messages are good. We could do a little bit of A/B testing as well. It's kind of, at this point, it's kind of becoming like a game once those get finalized. So for now, we're doing the boring stuff, unfortunately, which is this. And it's not too important. Actually, I want to see what else I have on my list that I was planning on doing. Yeah, the weekly performance reports, which also not too interesting. It's more like design stuff and trying to figure out of how to make it look good. It's like a client onboarding experience thing. It's part of my offer. But it's mostly just designing a PDF document. And I was also thinking, maybe I could stream editing one of my videos that I intend to upload, which is a full breakdown of one of the lead scrapers that we did, that you can run for free to generate hundreds of emails of decision makers. But that would be cool if I could live stream that. Well, I probably wouldn't be able to talk much during it because I'd have to focus. But my goal is just I want to stream something related to my business for 2 to 3 hours every day. Not all of it is going to be interesting. Business is not always interesting. It's actually, in fact, it's usually quite boring. But maybe, if we get some people to talk to, maybe some people have some questions, that'll make it a little bit more exciting. But besides that, let's get started with this. So, our niche right now is landscapers. So I'll just keep it as this because I'm not actually sure if I'm even going to include this right now on my website. I don't have that. I have this. So actually, I think it says get 10 plus ready to buy leads. It's not perfectly synced with what's on my website. There were a few changes that I made. Although it should be. This should be pretty much the same as what's on there. So let's go through here and see what we need to change. Okay. Predictable client machine, your done for you meta ad campaign that reliably brings in high quality bookings, value 10,000 per month. And this is for the low end. Yeah, this whole statement I'm probably going to have to change. So the perceived value, okay. I was assuming that we would be selling approximately 5 clients a month. We would expect them to get, and that they would make about 2,000 in sales. So I kind of want to keep that similar. I think that's not unreasonable because some of the landscaping projects are going to be quite big. Some of them won't be that big. So it's like a kind of like an average. It's actually a low average. I even say that it's on the low end. So this becomes 120 per year. 120,000 plus per year. And this is for the low end. If you get now this is where I have to think about how I'm going to word this, because do I add in if you get more than 5 clients a month or sell programs over 2,000? It could easily be 2x or 3x this value. Could do that. 120,000 a year, and this is for the low end if you get more than 5 clients per month or sell programs. I guess it's not programs anymore, sell services, projects, maybe projects makes more sense for this. Let me see what's on my website because I think that is outdated. Pretty sure that's outdated. Services. Okay, I did say services. All right. If you get 5 or more, if you get more than 5 clients per month or sell projects over 2,000, this could easily, yeah, I guess that actually works the way that is. So not much rewording to be done there. Now let's see if this makes sense. Done for you warm, cold and warm campaign. This is fine. There's different parts of your ads to help you get the highest number of leads at the lowest cost possible. This is also still true. Visual refresh back. We update visuals of your ads as needed based on data so your results stay strong. That still kind of makes sense the way that I have it set up. Guess that's fine to leave. That's okay as well. I was actually thinking of expanding to Google Ads as well. So I need to spend some time learning that. I know like in and around how to do it, but I was having problems with setting up a Google Ads account to actually go through it. But yeah, I want to add that too. So I'd probably, maybe I would even scrap this because it's kind of like very small thing. I just added it there because I wanted each of them to have 4 per square because it looks more consistent, like you can see here. It'd be kind of uglier, I think, if one of them had only 3. So that's that. Okay, so this actually is fine. I should mark where I made changes. And you. So I could remember to update my website afterwards. I could just do it on the website, but I prefer to keep stuff in documents like this too, just so I could refer back to it without having to open my website. So that's okay. I think we can leave that as is. Your fully hosted system. Actually, is this fine? Yeah. Your fully hosted system that helps you get better clients and skips the ones that aren't serious. This I'm still thinking of keeping. So one of the selling points I created is that we launched the campaign system very fast so that it starts getting in clients fast. So if it becomes a one-time offer, then this doesn't fully work. So the way I had this set up before was as a monthly offer, and then underneath I had it as a bonus of $13,997, the fact that they get to keep everything. So with this new format, I'm gonna have to remove these bonuses, because with the one-time setup, you know, obviously you are getting to keep the thing. It's not a one-time setup for me. So I'll have to get rid of that. And yeah, so this, I was thinking of actually still maintaining the fully hosted system, but it's like we host the system just to get it launched really fast, but then we spend the time afterwards to give access to the clients. So we're still getting the fast speed of it, because if I had to transfer immediately and I had to build everything on their website, their infrastructure from the get-go, I couldn't have the 72-hour promise, because that would take much longer. So instead I was like, okay, I'll host it on my infrastructure so that we can get it up fast. Then while it's running, we'd push it to their infrastructure. I'm not sure how complicated that would be, because their Facebook, their meta pixel would be installed on my side, and then I would have to remove it from my side and add it to theirs afterwards. Might still be a little bit confusing. So I'm not actually sure if I'm going to keep this. For now, I think I will, because the whole thing that I have about that is I give a 20% refund if I don't launch in 72 hours. So it's not like a huge deal if I miss it. But yeah, I don't know. I might just get rid of the 72-hour launch guarantee eventually. I'll see how that is. I really want to keep it though, because I like the speed aspect of it. Because a lot of marketing agencies take long as hell to get stuff running. So I'm not sure. I think it's good I keep it and then transfer it later. But then I have to kind of reword this, because I think saying your fully hosted system won't be accurate anymore. But I want to figure out a way to phrase it so that it still like makes sense for what it is and retains the conciseness of it. And I feel like that might be tough. So what is it that we are actually trying to say? So what we're trying to say is, actually, I don't want to mess with that. I'm actually just going to make a new document. So what we're trying to say is we will launch your initial campaign on our infrastructure so we can launch in 72 hours. That way results start coming in while we transfer everything to your infrastructure. Now, obviously, that's confusing for a lot of people, especially people who don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So I don't want to confuse my clients. I find that this to be like a better way of writing copies. I kind of just write a draft of like, okay, what is it that I'm actually trying to say? And then I decide how I'm gonna phrase it better. If that makes sense. Right. So, give me just a second. I need to blow my nose. I'm gonna go to the be right back screen so you don't see that because that's gross. All right. There's that. I'm back. Cool. So that's what we're trying to say. Is there anything I'm missing from that? We can keep the end part of that. So we'll launch your initial campaign on our infrastructure. And let me bring this over to compare. So here's this. Here's our new version. And then our rewrite. Your fully hosted system that helps you get better clients and skips the ones who aren't serious. Launched in 72 hours. How do I make this make sense in a better way? I'm actually gonna turn on my AC because I am damn roasting in here. Jesus, it's fucking hot. Oh man. It is damn hot. So, uh, um, what's it called? Zero Tech Funnel Suite. I should, you know what? Actually, I forgot to add something. I want to add text of what we're actually doing. So give me a second. Make it a little bit less confusing. Reworking our offer. Make more people want it. There we go. And then, oh, shit. Put that back. I'll shove this over here. Okay. Hopefully that's visible enough. Cool. So, fully hosted system. I don't want to say that. A system that helps you get better clients and skips the ones who aren't serious. Maybe I should write it in the back end. A system that helps you get, you know what, maybe it would be better to just exclude fully hosted. Because then I can just explain to them later how we do the 72-hour launch instead of trying to overcomplicate it. That might be the better solution for this. Yeah, maybe that would be better. You're done for you. You're fully. Maybe I could find like a synonym for hosted. Well, like not a synonym. I don't know what it's called when you find a word that's like similar. I guess that is synonym. Right. But I don't know if this makes sense, but I want the word that's similar but doesn't have the same meaning. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I want right now. I already said done for you in the previous section. Maybe I could talk about, maybe I could say something about it being like running on its own. Don't know how to phrase that, so let's go to our little friend ChatGPT. I want to say something or something. A system that runs itself. Is there a simple word or two-word phrase I can use to describe this? I already have automated, I think. In this, yeah, your automated is next. Self-sustain, your hands-free. I already have a hassle-free. Your hands-free backend. Not many people know what backend means. Your hands-free system that helps you get better clients and skips the ones who aren't serious. Launched in 72 hours. Your hands-free, maybe hands-free is the one we should use. Self-running. Your self-running, your hands-free sounds better. Hands-free system that helps you get better clients and skips the ones who aren't serious. It might be better to say that instead of your fully hosted system. And then I could just explain to them how it works afterwards. I think that's what we should go with. Your hands-free system that helps you get better clients, skips the ones who aren't serious. Okay. Value. What would the value of it be? So this is kind of in part, this plays off of the ad campaign. So I imagine probably 10xing the value would make sense as well. But this isn't something that's like a per month value. So maybe that doesn't work. Maybe you could give it like a 10K value. So it's like we're giving it the value based on how fast we launch, which is valuable. Because okay, let's think about that. Let's think this through logically. Let's say we launch in 72 hours, so 3 days. Most agencies launch in, well, like 3 to 4 weeks. Let's say 3 weeks. So 21 days. So that's 7 times faster. So we launch 7 times faster. So if the average build is around 2 to 3K, then 7 times faster is pretty, yeah, like if I were to attribute a value to the funnel, which is probably around 2 to 3K. Let's just say 2K on the low end. And yeah, that's about 14 grand. So I think that that's not unreasonable. We should go something like 14,200. Most agencies take months and still need you to do half the work. Does that still make sense for this offer? Not sure. I am not sure. because we will have, well, will we have them do a lot of work? It's not really a lot of work. And this would be like 2 weeks into the campaign. So I guess it's fine. I still leave that. So probably leave this as a one-time thing. A one-time value. Even though, I mean, I guess it does still make sense for it to be a yearly value too. Does make sense. Because it's still responsible for getting them clients. So I'm gonna add a yearly value. Again, it's like a one-time fee, so they're getting continuous value out of it. But then does the rest of it make sense? Most things just take months and still need you to do half the work. Yeah, because at this point, it's more like, does the phrasing of that make sense? So what I'm trying to say here is that we launch faster than most agencies, and you don't need to do work because it's all fully done for you. But then the value that it brings in is because it increases quality of your bookings. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a better way to say it. It might be better to attribute it to like a flat client value. So make it more of like because agencies take forever and they don't qualify your clients. Or maybe instead of, but yeah, I do want to mention the speed part. Yeah, maybe I should reword this to be most agencies take months and bring in time wasters. Most agencies take months and bring in time wasters. And only bring in time wasters. With a little bit more oomph to that. Time wasters is one word. I'd rather split it up though. How about and still only bring in time wasters? Yeah, there we go. You know, I kind of like that. So we built your entire booking system that's designed to increase the number and improve the quality of your bookings. That's fine. What does it already work? We write all the text on your landing pages. Message approved. Yep, that's true. This is still true. This is still true. Okay, so that part is done. That's good. Your automated reminder and follow-up system that boosts show up rates, maximizes bookings, no chasing, no wasted calls. Yeah, I guess this could just increase the value. So it's 40. That's 10x plus 9 grand per year. Even just one qualified buyer lost to poor follow-up could cost 2 to 5k. Yeah. So assuming like for 4k lost, like one qualified buyer lost per month. Is that obvious? Per month. Does that make sense? Because even just one qualified buyer per month, I feel like there needs to be some kind of hyphen here or something to split it up a little bit. Even just one qualified buyer per month lost to poor follow-up. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Per month lost to poor follow. Even just one qualified buyer per month lost to poor follow-up could cost you 2 to 5K. Yeah, and then this is around. It's easy to calculate. Okay, that's fine. So here we go. And then I changed this. Calls booked straight into your calendar. This is true. Instant call alerts. This is true. I might change this actually. Well, yeah, I mean that's a given. That does happen. Proven to double your show up rate. People aren't ready to add it to okay, have to be ready. Yes. Now, something else I need to consider is that I want to add, what was it? I want to add the fact that it's very little upkeep on their side once it's running. So bring this over here. Hmm. A campaign design to a three-month. To a 3-month. Why are you giving me this? Yeah, thought so. This probably needs a line. Yeah. Added to a 3-month automated email campaign designed to help them be ready. Yeah, so I want to include something that like they don't need a lot of effort to keep it running. So something like after it's set up, we train you on how you can keep it running. I guess this makes sense to go here. I guess I could get rid of the weekly summary reports actually. You know what? That would save me some time. Instead of giving the weekly summary reports. Yeah, but is that something that people would want? I could always bring it back later and A/B test that. Yeah. You know what? I will get rid of it for now. That kind of puts a damper in things then, because then I don't know that anything to do after this. So I was originally planning on working on that document afterwards. But don't know what I'll do then. This is no longer monthly. Yeah, I guess I will get rid of the weekly summary reports in place of saying after everything is set up and running, we'll give you personalized training on how to keep them going. Yeah. So I'm icing this for now. All right. Heading everything is set up running. Give you personalized training on how you or someone in your team can everything running. Once everything is set up and running, we give you personalized training on how you or someone in your team can keep everything running. I don't want to reuse the word running. Just looking up running synonyms. Keep everything working. It's not even here. Keep everything going. Keep everything going. Or keep everything working. With or in? With 15 minutes. I think working with just 15 minutes. I guess in makes more sense. After everything is set up and running, we give you personalized training on how you or someone in your team can keep everything working with just 15 minutes a week. I'm gonna dump this into GPT and see what it thinks of the phrasing. Does the phrasing sound fine? Is there a better way to? I always like to use ChatGPT to kind of bounce ideas off of. Keep everything running. Keep everything working. Someone in your team can I want the when I say 15 minutes a week, I mean that they only need 15 minutes. I like bouncing ideas off of ChatGPT. I don't always use it, and usually it's like a combination of what I come up with plus what it suggests. Usually ends up making a better creation overall. It's like having a person to talk to. You know, it's like when you ask someone a question and they say something and for some reason it's enlightening, like something you've never come up with before. With just 15 minutes, probably just 15 minutes of oversight is too short. Can you shorten it? Yeah, keep everything working with just 15 minutes a week. I guess that works. After everything is set up and running, we give personalized training on how you or someone in your team can keep everything working with just 15 minutes a week. Now, what do we call this? Back to ChatGPT. Shouldn't have closed it prematurely. Give me some suggestions. Where's that chat gone? Give me okay. The full statement is this. I need a title for it. It is short. Keep it simple without jargon. English. It needs to summarize what it actually means. That's too long. Whatever. Fuck yourself, ChatGPT. 15-minute upkeep, maybe. A lot of people know what the word upkeep means. 15-minute maintenance. Has a nice ring to it. 15-minute maintenance. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so here we go. The other part has been replaced now. So that's our new one. No bouncing between support teams. Track leads, book calls, how well things are going in one view. You'll hear back from us in just few hours. Someone actually knows your setup. That's fine. All good. So now we just need to fix this. And then we're done. Cool. So we're not left in the dark and always know exactly what's happening with your leads, bookings, and growth. I guess that still makes sense. 2,100 because that's how much you spend on a hair transplant for pulling your hair out. Yeah, I think that's quite funny. I could actually just remove them per month and just keep it the same. Actually, what's the cost of a cost of hair transplant? This is what was like the lowest. That was the lowest cost that I could find it for. Because I didn't want to give it too much because everything else was like 4,000, 5,000 a month. But since everything is like a year and it's so high in value that it's like, you know, it's kind of disappointing now, actually. It's like, this is per year, this per year, this per year. And this is not per year. But it doesn't make sense for this to be per year. This is per month, more like, or just for a month. Maybe I shouldn't put in per year. Maybe I should put in just plus. But it needs to make sense then with this. Ah, whatever. For the, you know, I'll get rid of it. But then this really doesn't make much sense. I think it needs to be per year. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be confusing for people to do the calculations as to how I came across, or how I came to the conclusion of the value. So I will keep these as year. But I don't know what to do about this. This is more of like a one-time thing. In Ireland, a hair transplant costs between 8,000 and 20,000. Holy shit. Look at this. Look at this chat. 8,000, 20,000. How much is it in Turkey? Wow, okay. Well, I see why people go to Turkey to get hair transplants. This is highway robbery. They better give a fucking good result, at least. Let's see what they look like. I mean, that looks alright. They ruined this dude's hairline. That looks weird as fuck. Way too straight. I say they ruined his hairline. I mean, it didn't look that much better before. I mean, it's kind of, you know, maybe, I don't know. Kind of similar, honestly, looking at it. Yeah, this guy's is good. I mean, if you're gonna be paying 8 to 20 grand, it better be fucking majestic. Better change your life. So this dude got a hair transplant and then dyed his hair white. Why? So he got the hair transplant to look younger and then died, unless maybe he was dying, maybe, huh? Unless this dude aged like 50 years in the time it took him to do the hair transplant, because now that I look at it, he's got white in his beard too. But his hair is black here. I guess he probably was dyeing his hair black. Black on before he got the transplant. He should have kept dyeing him. I mean, bro would look much younger. Isn't that the reason he got the hair transplant? That's an interesting hairline. He still kind of looks like he's balding here. I don't know if I'd be too happy with that. From 2,900, I guess that's on the low end. AI told us that it was 8 to 20 grand. Well, price usually equals quality. Not always. It's like a bell curve, right? That you get to a point where it's like a bell curve. So the cheaper shit is, the worse the quality is when it's cheap. And then as you increase the price, it gets better quality until it stagnates at the top, and then it just keeps getting more expensive, but the quality doesn't get any better. If anything, usually it gets shittier. So, oops. Hope that wasn't too loud. I just smacked my mic. Yeah, that looks okay. I guess they just put his hairline back, but his hairline was kind of shit to begin with. Yeah, anyway, I digress. I'm getting too distracted. So average cost is between 8 and 20 grand. Holy shit. Okay, how about in the US? Average cost of hair transplant in the US. 10 to 20,000 as well. Wow. Okay, so let's do like 8-1. All right. And that's not going to be, I guess this will be per year. And then let's add up all these values. I guess I'll just sneak this into the yearly thing, because I want the math to make sense. Because I know some people would check that. But then I'm kind of lying, because this is not per year. You're not going to be, I'm not, it's like I'm insinuating that you're going to be pulling your hair out from stress every year. You're going to need a new hair transplant once a year. That would be pretty brutal. Like the second you get new hair follicles, you just rip them back out. Spend another 10 grand, get new ones. Then rip them out again. Yeah, you know what? That is exactly what I'm insinuating. So this is 8,100 per year. Hell yeah. All right, anyway. Let me whip out a calculator here. 120. 14,200. 4,900. And 8,100. 191,800. Holy shit. Let me see if that makes sense per year. Okay, let's see. So let's ice all this. Don't need this anymore. So assuming they're selling at 5 clients. Okay, total value. Let me add this here. 191,800 per year. So total value 191,800. Let's assume they're getting 5 clients at 2K per client. 5 clients per month at 2K per client. So then this thing even just one lost per month. So one client lost per month, and that's assuming the low end at 2K per client. Actually, this I said 2 to 5K. Yeah. I could lower that, I guess. Make it a little bit more of a sensible number. Let's do it 5K then. So this would be 60 clients per month, per year, and 12 clients lost. So 72 clients total at 2K, which is 144,000. So, and then the rest of the value is coming from these two. So I'm assuming that this is bringing in, is giving like only brings in time wasters. So we're assuming that this is going to give us like another, at least another 12. So I guess it's more like 84. Only bring in time wasters. All right, so 84 times 2,000, 168. That's a little closer. What else could I do? So this one makes sense. This one, 14,200 a year. Okay, let me see. Hold on. So the first one brings in 60 at 2K, which is 120 grand. Then this one probably saves some like 12. So assuming 12 better quality clients, so 14,200. Wait, that's not how that works. 12 times 2,000, 24,000. That's fine. This is assuming 12 clients lost at 5K, which is 60 grand. And then this, yeah, I think that's reasonable. Okay, so that's how much you spend on hair transplant, pulling your hair off, and there's nothing what's going on. I guess that's still the same. That works perfectly fine. So just to make sure I calculated it right, I'm gonna whip out the good old calculator once again. 191,800. Actually, what am I doing? 8,100 plus 49,500. Oops. Maybe I fat fingered it. That plus 1420 plus 120. Okay, yep, that's fine. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's not even unreasonable. Like, that's actually what this is. This is assuming that you lose one, that we're preventing you from losing one client a month, which on a 5,000 project, which is not unreasonable. It's only one client a month. This one, we're assuming that we're saving also about one client a month, which is not unreasonable. One client a month at 2K. And this is assuming the ads will get them 5 clients a month at 2K, which is also not unreasonable. So, this is perfectly fine. For now, we will have no bonuses. I should just move these to view navigation pane. Enhancing your offer, bonuses. Or let me go here. Replace this. So I have it there just in case. Yeah, because right now we're going to have no bonuses. Getting rid of all of these. Cool. All right, that's that. So in this case, I don't need the weekly performance reports because we're changing it to this. I guess this should probably become a document. Train them. I will make note of that. Create template for training the client on how to use the system once we transfer it to them. And I probably won't do that today. I have to think that through a little bit. So that's the offer reworked, and I think that it sounds fine. Everything makes sense. 191,800 a year for only 1,000 one time. Cool. Now we can get rid of that. Get rid of you. And what now? Now we need the agreement letters. Right. So now I need to update the agreement letter based on the thing that we just wrote. Nice little agreement letter, contract, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Don't know if it's gonna work, but it's curious. Um, whoever, should I? I'll wait. I'll wait until there's more. Right. So we can get rid of that, and this isn't really needed anymore on this side, so I will move it. Okay. Maybe I should include something like this. Let me make a note of this because I don't want to forget. Might need to add something like this. Seems like a good idea. It might be good for me to add something like this to the website. Okay. Right. Cool. Now with the financing, I guess the way that the financing thing worked before was instead of actually being financing, it was more of like a contract where they're kind of stuck into it. But I guess now since it's a one-time fee, I can actually set it up as a proper contract. And then the upsell would be a separate contract. Probably that sounds like that would make sense. So now I just need to rewrite this based on the new offer. So that's fine. That's the same. Didn't change that. Landing page, branded funnel build. Creation, design to design. Copy. Includes a landing page build plus copy, thank you page plus copy, lead magnet creation, pixel tracking, forms and copy. Because I already said copy of what we're saying. Forms. Designed to increase the number and improve the quality of your bookings. Lead straight into your calendar. This is fine. Automated pre-call. Yeah, that's okay. Nurture system. Weekly email support 12. Probably 12. Includes 12 emails. 12. Designed. Includes 12 emails spread over 3 months. Be spread over 3 months. I should make note of that change as well. I even have that written down anywhere. I have it on my Miro board, I think. Where is Miro? Open that shit up. Here's this. There's my funnel. I need to write down. Need 12 nurture emails. The initial build should include 12 emails. Yeah. We make 12 nurture emails. Wait, hold on, I should undo that. Emails designed to last 3 months. Once week afterwards. Once for the first month, 3 sent in the first week. Then once a week afterwards. 3 sent in the first week, then once a week afterwards. Yeah. Okay. And I guess if in the upsell, that might include more. Well, actually, is it even necessary to have more than that? Probably not. It's probably fine. So that's that. All right. Your personal goods expert. Yeah. Live performance dashboard. Weekly executive summary reports. That one does not exist anymore. 15-minute maintenance. Personalized training. After everything is set up and running, we give you training on how you want in your team keep everything working with just 15 minutes a week. Okay, bonuses. These no longer exist. Goodbye. So this becomes 2. Gonna have to read over all of this to make sure that it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Guarantee can probably come back up here. Like each. Yeah, I guess that's fine. This is the contract one. God damn it. I didn't want to do this one yet. I wanted to do the other one. Whatever. There wasn't many changes. What are the changes though? You know what? I'll just copy this whole thing. Nah, maybe that's not a good idea. So that's the same. That's the same. This is different. That's fine. Why does it look longer? Never mind. I'm just stupid. You are different. Did I just... I'm dumb. I did it backwards. I meant to copy you, put you in the other one. Cool. And this one. And then these. Perfect. No more bonuses. That's fine. Nice. We got our first scammer. That's huge. First scammer on Twitch. Nice. I can't even delete it from the whatever. Nobody click on that if there's anybody there. Okay, so guarantee. Move you up. Insert page. There we go. Agree to a total project fee of 4,997. I should probably include a thing that's like there with the upsell. I have to figure out how I'm going to structure that. You know what? I'll fix this one up afterwards. I'll just focus on this one. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Time will pay the agreed amount of for their services, unless otherwise terminated. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Invoice on the agreed billing date. Each invoice is payable. I guess the invoice. No, I guess the nah, should I include the upsell in this document? Maybe I should. I'll have to reword some of it then. Not sure if I'll get to do that today. The invoice is payable within 7 calendar days of being issued. I don't see, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense now. How's that gonna work? Why is that not aligning anymore? Aha. Right. Yeah, I forgot I moved that up. It's not gonna align anymore. Okay, great. So move you down. Well, now it did. Ah, whatever. So that's how much space I have. Trying to think of how do I include the upsell? How do I include the upsell in this? Where do I put it? Not sure. Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. I think that's something I'm gonna have to think about later. Because I don't know if I can come up with a way to fit it in now. I'll just get rid of this each month thing. Billing date. Each invoice is payable, but then that doesn't make sense anymore. I'll just say the invoice. No, but that doesn't make sense either because I take an upfront thing. And take a short water break. If you're watching this right now and you don't say hi, you're gay. Sorry, it's the rules. Yeah, because I take payment up front. This whole thing doesn't make sense. Payments to be made via Stripe or IBAN transfer. The agency will issue an invoice on the agreed billing date. Yeah, I guess this doesn't need to be here anymore. Paragraph should be 0. Same with you. Could I change? Yeah, I did. Well, no, it's still the same thing. It's fine. I could probably fit this in here. Yeah. Might as well. No reason to take up more space than necessary. Yeah, this stuff is not exciting, huh? Making fucking contracts and shit. All right. Well, now I have to move these guys up. Yeah, I'll try to figure out how to add an upsell into this later. Probably some check boxes or something. I just gotta line it up. Is that good? Am I happy with that? Yeah, that's okay. All right. There is that. That's probably fine for now. I don't know if anybody wants to copy this for themselves, if it helps. So, might as well just go through it. Everything looks okay to me. Right. So, need to make notes for myself. Offer reworked, update website. with the changes and update update go regular agreement letter has been updated, but I also want to add a checkbox for if they want the add the continuous ad management. Continuous ad management monthly needs to rework the finance agreement because the one-time offer changes how it works. That's like 60% done. Perfect. Hey, Kyle. What's up, man? How you doing? That's weird. It says Kyle Barnett said hi, but you typed out said hi. All right. It just reads weird. Okay, what now? Got about another hour left. My head is starting to hurt. You know what? I'm just gonna take off my headphones for a little bit. I usually put them on because there's a lot of echo in this room, but it's fine. Okay, so that's done for now. Could update my website since I'm here. Yeah. That's done as well. I should have kept that if I'm gonna update my damn website. What's wrong with me? I have a habit of constantly getting rid of everything that I don't use anymore. It's a horrible habit. Like every time I think I'm done with using like a tab or a document or something, I just wipe it. Gone. Doesn't help. Really doesn't help. Huh. Now I have to go find it. Where is it? I know where it is. It is here, 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 here. Let me go to my offer, and there we go. All right, I'm gonna go get some more water, so I'll be right back. I have returned with my water. Hell yeah. Right, so I'm gonna update my website with the new copy that we wrote. I'm not gonna put on my headphones for now because there's nothing playing in them and my head is starting to hurt from it. I don't have a dent in my head, but yeah, it's not comfortable. So let me open up Webflow. Ah, you know what? Maybe it's the VPN. My connection is shit. We're back? Are we back? Maybe that's why it was lagging, because I had the VPN on. Well, let's see if that makes it any better. Hope so. Let me check some real quick. There we go. All right, cool. Maybe it'll work a little bit better now because my VPN is off. And it's kind of crazy. I was going through 3 streams with the VPN on because I forgot to turn it off. Maybe that's why it was lagging on Twitch. But alas, what's done is done. Now, Webflow. There. Bring this down a little bit, make sure it fits. I just wanted to update our copy with the new one that we wrote. Let's see. So you become 120 plus per year. You become per month. I hate that that wraps like that. Never mind. The other one wraps as well. Who gives a shit? I thought they don't. Okay, that's fine then. That's the only thing I changed there. It's a little crowded. Wonder if it'd be better if I just said per month. Yeah, that looks a little better. So then there's this one, your and free system. This one is 14, 200 plus per year. I guess actually I can get rid of the, nah, I should leave the plus if it makes sense. Because most agencies take months and still only bring in time wasters. Anything else here? No, that's fine. This is still fine. Okay. I don't remember if I marked everything that I need to change, so. This is 49,500 per year. There's even just one qualified buyer per month. Lost for follow-up. Email nurture system. Automated email campaign to a 3-month. Whatever. Keep it like this. No hyphen. And then, is that really all I changed? I guess there wasn't a lot. Oh, that's good. Makes it easy. So 8,100. If you don't say hi, you're gay. I saw that there's a few people there. All right. 81, and then one more. Fast response. I'll add it to here. 15 minute maintenance. Thing is set up running and running and running and running. Give you personalized training on how you or someone in your I made a oopsie in your team and keep everything working with just 15 minutes a week. It's a little long. It's a little long. Oh, thank you for the follow. Aiton Ramirez. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm all good. How about you? How you doing? It's all good. You know, did some business stuff, rewrote my offer. All good. No complaints. How about you? Is this a bit long? I don't really like how this is. I'm pretty girl. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Okay. After everything is set up and running, we give you personalized training on how you or someone in your team can keep everything working with just 15 minutes a week. Everything is set up. I give you personalized training. Set up. It's a bot. Okay, got it. Everything is set up. I can't assume, can't always assume everybody's a bot, because when somebody's not a bot, they're gonna get pissed off if I assume they're a bot. If everything is set up, we give you personalized training on how you or someone in your team can keep everything working, which is 15 minutes. You keep everything, I guess I could say running now. Everything's set up and replace you with running. Fine. That is fine. That's not a section that is available yet. It's not finished. So I will hide this. Getting truly behind the scenes shit right here. Not even available. This will become 191, 800 per year. Wow, this bot really tries, huh? 191, 800 per year. One-time fee, setup plus first month of service. I guess instead of first month, I should say 30 days. Setup plus 30 days of service. Yeah. Give you half the system. Well, now this isn't even true. I need to change that. Okay. I don't need this document anymore. I'm doing that thing again where the second I think I don't need something, I'm getting rid of it. Really need to work on that. It's like a tick, you know, it's hard for me to not do it. Right. So I could say no long-term contract, no hidden fees, no retainers. Which is not true. I'm lying. There is retainers, just not upfront. The retainers in the back end when I upsell. Ha! Trick these fools. Most agencies will give you half the system for 2x the price. I guess if they're doing like 5,000 a month, we'll give you a fraction of this. We'll give you a fraction of the system for I guess how much would it cost? Like I liked the way that it was like kind of cascading upwards at the start. So it's like half for 2x for 10x. But now I don't think I can do that because the price is just so much higher. Be a fraction of the system for 20 times the price. It literally is like 20 times the price. Like that's not even an exaggeration because you pay retainers. A fraction of the system for it. So I'm not even exaggerating because most companies would have really big retainers. So if you're charging 5,000 a month for 12 months, that's already 60 grand. So I guess I could just, you know, I'll say 10 times the price and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 times longer to launch. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Some people might wonder, well, where the fuck did he pull these figures out of? Probably out of his ass. Um, but it makes sense. You know, everything has a logical reason behind it. People can ask if they're not sure, but everything has a logical reason behind it. How come my vertical stream says that it's only been up for 12 minutes? Is it because when it reset and reconnected or something? I don't know. So most give you a fraction of the system for 12x the price and take the price and take 7 times longer to launch. Yeah. Cool. So that's done. While I'm here, I could try to write the copy for this section. Because this is all ChatGPT malarkey, just as placeholders. I always like to write everything just like a draft, just to have an idea of what everything's going to look like. This section is not published yet. I'm worried now if like this seems too unbelievable. Oh, I need to give her the bonuses, right? Right. How do I do that? Yeah, because I want to include this part. We only onboard 5 clients a month. Well, for now, I'll just hide it. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be a pain to do the copy for this. Hate copywriting. It's annoying. Wonder where I'm gonna put this message as well. Sorry, this section. Probably near the top somewhere. I don't think it should be near the bottom because this is a decent selling point. Do it yourself, traditional agency, build a team. Hire a team. Is there anything else I have on my list? It's gone. Oh, I don't know. Try to do another lead export while I'm waiting here. I don't really want to do this website section right now. So I'll just, I don't think I need to publish the changes yet either. I'm just going to close it. So that's that. And let's try run on automation. I hope it's not too early in the day to run it for LinkedIn. Let's do another lead scrape. Do another search. Where are my searches? Prospecting, LinkedIn. Here we go. Search filters. Already done 3 of these. Let me fit this in. Cool. So we need to come up with another search, which hopefully shouldn't be that bad. I'm going to do the same exact searches here and then add a bunch of other stuff. So I cannot fit both of these in, so I'm actually just going to move this over here because I think this is probably more interesting. Make sure it fits in the screen. There. Let me change what this says. Scraping leads from LinkedIn. Leads for free. Lead emails for free from LinkedIn. Right, so I did geography was United States. Industry was landscaping. Seniority level, oops, is director, vice president, okay, so owner partner, founder, managing partner, owner, founder, managing partner, owner, 4K results. And then last time I did self-employed. This time we're going to do a different headcount of, let's do 51 to 200, 500, 200 to 500, 500 to 1,000, and then maybe 5,000 to 10,000. That's fine. All right, hope, let's pray we don't get banned. Now I need to grab this link, open up Phantom Buster. Hold on, let me make sure I write down the search first. Search for is 51 to 200, 201 to 500, 501 to 1,000, and 5,001 to 10,000. Okay, there's that. My screen is so cluttered right now on my side, my second monitor. All right, let's go to our dashboard. So here's what I'm doing right now. We're in Phantom Buster. I'm gonna get rid of these guys because I don't need them anymore. Browse Phantoms. Go to LinkedIn Sales Nav. Grab this link. Paste it. Save. Next. Do 500. And search result will be LinkedIn Landscaper Scrape 4. And send it once, launch manually, send. Close that. And launch. Okay, well, now we just gotta hope we don't get banned, because that would be bad. Okay, so gonna do this, export some leads. Maybe I should grab some from Google Maps too, not sure yet. Save it to another tab. I'm just using up like my whole LinkedIn Sales Navigator trial. I think I shouldn't do it over the weekend though, which is a little sad because it means that I probably will miss out on the trial for that. But that's okay, it's all good. Luckily, we have a free way to do it with Google Maps too, once that runs out, which is awesome. Really hope I don't get banned though, because this is my personal account. It'd be really bad. It would suck. But yeah. This might be the last thing I do, because I don't really know what else I can do. I don't really know what else I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe I will spend the stream tomorrow just editing my video. Don't know if that would be very interesting, but that's probably what I'm going to do, because I don't really have much left until my emails instantly warm up and I can start sending out emails. Then it'll be a bit more interesting. We do some A/B testing. We'll start getting clients. We'll start getting on calls. We'll start taking calls. Still need to figure out how we're going to take the calls live. Then we're going to start actually selling. Once we sell, we're going to start doing the service, which I'll show as well. But for now, there's really not much left to do. Like, a lot of it is very tiny stuff that's on my to-do list, which is not super interesting. It's a bunch of little stuff, and I find it hard to focus when it's a bunch of little things that I have to think a lot about. So I'd rather not do those because I feel like it's just going to take me forever if I'm streaming it. But yeah. So that's it, really. It's a pretty cool system that we have here. This in conjunction with the Google Maps one, we should be able to message like 1,000 prospects a week, which is pretty nice. And the only limiting factor for that, like we could do more than 1,000 if I just had money to pay for it. And like I do, but I'm trying to keep it as low cost as possible until we make clients. Makes it more interesting. So that's that. This takes a while. You know, also these systems can be automated further. So you don't have to wait. Like if you put it in make.com, you can set up Phantom Buster modules to be able to send whatever exports you need straight to it. So you'd set up a module in make.com and you'd have like a Google Sheet or something which would have URLs that you want to search, and you would just pop them in there and it would do these searches for you. It would pull from your sheet to do the searches instead of having to go in here manually and then wait. I would save a little bit of time, but something that I'm not doing very often. It would make more sense to do it for something like Google Maps. But even then, with the free plan, you can only do 5 at a time because there's only 5 slots available. So wouldn't save that much time. I don't even know if you can use their API without a paid plan. 55%. Almost there. It's going. You know, if anybody hasn't read this book, it's a good book. I haven't read it yet, but it's been highly recommended to me. I've read a few different ones, which I have in my drawer. Like I have this one actually in here. It's this book, Scientific Advertising. Good book. Recommend. Have it there in case I ever need to recall some information. Also read $100 Million Offers. It's also a really good book. I'm halfway through $100 Million Leads. Also pretty good book. Really helpful. It's kind of weird how people just like come in, say hi, and then leave. Like, why even say hi? I mean, you know what? Nah, say hi. Even if you're not gonna talk more. It's nice. Why am I complaining? I'm not really complaining. I'm just like, hello, hello, and then goodbye. My monitor wants to refresh. Well, I don't want you to refresh right now. I need you. And there's like 15 different programs and tabs open on you. So don't do that, please. How is my Instantly account doing, actually? I'm going to take a quick peek at it. What the fuck? Why did that happen? Oops. Yes, I was watching Charlie. Don't judge me. He's a cool man. I like his content. Everything, literally, I just said I don't want my monitor to refresh, and literally everything got minimized. That was very depressing. Okay. Right. Instantly. How is my Instantly doing? 12 warm-up emails sent. Nice. Wonder if I could get more emails, more domains. Might be a good idea. Anyway, keep letting that process. Almost there, 95. And I'm going to show you how to export these without a paid plan. There we go. Nice. Now, whatever you called it, you're going to want to go to F12, click on network, type in whatever you called it. So for me, it was like LinkedIn landscaper leads or something. So I'm just typing in landscape. Refresh. And there it is. There is the download link. You're going to copy it, paste it, download, and voila. No need to pay for a paid plan. Because look what happens otherwise if you don't use this. I come down here, download results. Oh no, you can only export 10 rows for free. All right, well, not with this. Not with this strat. So don't need you anymore. There's my scrape. I'm going to create another sheet. Scrape 4. 180725. Open you. And paste. Close, close. Now I'm gonna add it to my Google Sheets. There we go. Oh, create a new sheet. Import. Upload. Downloads. And there we go. Create, insert new sheet, import data. I'm not showing this because I don't want to leak a bunch of people's information, but you just saw how you could do this for yourself. And there we go. That's it. Saved. Nice. So there's 500 more leads. Very cool. Can have infinite customers at this stage. Anyway, so don't really have much left to do. So maybe I'll just chat for a bit. I don't really have much to say either. I mean, we did what we did. The stuff is set up. Everything's working. Got a bunch of new leads. Reworked our offer. Not much else left. Just need to wait for the instantly campaigns to, well, the instantly emails to warm up. So we can start sending outreach messages. When we start doing that, it's gonna snowball like I talked about earlier. That's exciting. Wow, my lips look weird through the reflection of that glass. Holy. Ah, well. So yeah. Not much else to say. I guess I could talk about what my plans are. The plan right now is to wait. Great plan, I know. Genius. No one has ever come up with that before. Time heals all wounds. But yeah, it's literally just waiting until I can start sending out emails. Once the emails get sent, then we're going to start monitoring our reply rates. We're going to try to fix them. I actually want to update some of the automations we made with what am I trying to say? With some other like stuff. some other modules to be able to help us generate leads more consistently and reduce our bounce rate to keep our email domain healthy. So I might stream the process of doing that. Or I might not. I might just film a video on it. Not sure. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I've been going for a little over 2 hours. Guess that's fine. Should be okay. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope that this has been helpful. Hope that it's been, interesting to see some of the behind the scenes. Some days are going to be more interesting than others, specifically once we start actually getting like clients to talk to. I think that'll be a lot more interesting, like taking sales calls live. That'll be cool. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to see that later down the line, so you see the whole process. Other than that, yeah, happy to have you around, and I'll see you tomorrow for another stream at around the same time. All right, bye.